Yeah, there we go. Oopsie.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Picture this. A black goat stashes away a letter, then orders a white goat to search for it. What could his intentions possibly be?
Great! A riddle. Just what I need.
There are many possibilities. Perhaps he forgot where it's hidden. Or he's playing a prank. Or the letter has truly gone missing. I can think of several reasons offhand. Guessing is simply useless.
Well, then just follow your orders. Plain and simple.
Yes, that's what I've always done. I follow the orders from above, without question. However, I sometimes can't help but read into my opponent's strategy.
Too long on the job?
If the contents of the box are so unknown, why is it of such critical importance to the organization? Furthermore, was it Xehanort or Xemnas who gave the order?
Well, it's tricky.
All Xehanort cares about is the clash between the 7 lights and 13 darknesses. It's unlikely he would hold such an interest in this mysterious box. Which means the order was issued by Xemnas, or the one who informed me of my task, you.
As if. It must have been Xemnas.
My inquiries suggested otherwise.
Oh man, you asked him.
What are your intentions?
Look, I don't know what's inside the box, but it's been protected by Keyblade wielders since way back when. Aren't you curious? I heard it contains information that's vital to all Keyblade wielders. Secrets.
Oh no,
And
it's
where
secrets.
did you hear this?
I don't remember. I keep my eyes and ears wide open, but I've traveled so many different places. It's hard to keep everything straight, you know?
Mm-hmm. Luxord is like not buying your shit.
If this box is truly as important as you say, why now? I believe you discovered that others also seek it, and you need to find it before anyone else does, in order to keep your connection to the box a secret from those around you. Xigbar, who are you really?
We all questioned art.
No matter. It doesn't make a difference to me. It's all the same. I'm content to feign ignorance.
Are you, Joe?
The question is, who are you, Luxord?
It's also a really great question. All these questions are really good. I mean, you're just not getting any answers.
It's finally over.
Oh.
Wait, isn't the DLC say I have to go through the labyrinth?
We'll find Kairi. Let's head back to Master Yen Sid. We can figure it out.
No. I know what to do.
Sora!
My whole journey began the day I lost her. And every time I find her, she slips away again. I thought we'd finally be together, but she's out there, alone. Not for one more second.
Well, that's right.
I truly don't think the Masters of Masters
Thank
would
you.
do that.
Donald, Goofy. But this time, I have to go it alone.
Sora,
Yeah,
listen. The power of waking isn't to go chase hearts around.
Yeah, well,
Even if you do locate Kyrie, you might never come home to us again.
I will. And we'll both be back before you know it.
Please.
no, Rico, no, no.
Let
Why
him
would
go,
I?
Mickey.
Riku.
His heart and his mind are made up. Now believe in him.
Yeah.
You came back
Safe
just to
journey,
insult
Sora.
me? Really? Really?
Thank you.
That would not really make sense because the Master of Masters comes from a different dimension. He already doomed once. Because that happens. Me my. I really like Aqua. I like her design. I also like the alternate version from Xion. She's really cute. And one day I'm still gonna make a female Riku version. So really like his outfit. It'd be fun to create.
So?
Da da da.
Yeah. It wards off darkness. It's useful.
Told ya. So, how'd it go?
The tour. I learned the reason for my existence.
Oh? Tell me more.
All around the world, people live seemingly peaceful lives. They believe themselves to be moral and virtuous, but it's all an act. Darkness lurks in the pit of everyone's heart. Their light is a total farce.
Sounds like your trip around the world opened your eyes, but you got a little bit more than you anticipated. You must have seen a lot of darkness.
Those who are weak and who desire greater power simply strip the strong of their power and convince themselves they've earned it. That's how people become tainted by darkness. They believe what they want to believe, using hollow reasons as justification.
Nah.
They repeat this cycle,
It's also not gonna work out,
and their
Chris.
darkness grows.
So you're saying the weak feel the need to justify their actions to maintain a sense of self. Can't let that slide?
No, it's better they be ruled by darkness. People carry delusions of having power, but it's a lie. They are but sheep pretending to be wolves. Though I admit, I can understand why.
Oh, I've never heard that one before. A Keyblade wielder willing to side with the darkness? Why not just let them be?
What a
until the
new
darkness
concept, huh?
consumes them?
Because left alone, the world would fall to chaos. There needs to be order.
You sure about that? Why not just sit back and watch it play out?
Understanding hearts is difficult. More so the emotions within. I simply realize that it's easy to dismiss what you don't comprehend.
All right, all right. The world needs you. I'll grant you that one.
I don't know what I can do, but I will act. What comes next is too important.
I suppose letting false light dictate the future might be a pretty lousy move. So, you can make a change. You have that power. What do you want for the world?
Power, eh? Who knows? My training's coming to an end, and the exam's not far off. Maybe I can gain some clarity then.
You're letting the exam decide? Listen to me. The results don't matter. You believe the world needs you. Sounds like you already know where you're headed.
It's funny. Somehow, I can sense where I'm supposed to go, and what I'm supposed to do. Yes. Even this coat. There's something familiar about it. As if I'm meant to wear this.
No. You'll ditch it soon.
What do you mean?
I mean that one day you're going to outgrow it.
How so?
If you truly possess great power, the darkness can't control you. You won't need a silly old coat to stay safe.
It always is.
In fact,
They both have
you'll
the
be
license
one
to the
controlling
game.
the darkness instead. Me, on the other hand, I'm too much of a scaredy cat to ever take mine off.
Who are you really?
Dude, we
Some
are
kind of
questioning
fortune
this for a
teller.
really long time at this point.
Well, I could lie and tell you that's what I am when I'm actually a brilliant artist, or even a scholar. I could tell you that I dream of world peace when I'm actually planning for its destruction. The truth is what you see with your eyes, not what you hear.
So, your name?
What did I just... Never mind. I guess there's no harm. My name is...
Yeah, it would be too nice if you would also got her, huh?
I'm a lost master.
Hello, Arigato. Welcome, welcome.
Lost Master?
May your heart be your guiding key.
Ay, 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 ay.
What's so funny, old man? Mind sharing with us?
Not really, huh? The thing is, Lucy was already with young Xehanort, and now he's with old Xehanort as well. I just
I
realized.
stand here today because of a fated encounter. Very many years ago, when I was still a young lad. I never learned who he was, and perhaps I never will. But I see now the truth he spoke of.
We don't have time for bedtime stories. Without the kid, we're still down a 13th vessel.
Masters of Masters?
As for the other
No.
12, only 3 of us are here right now. Are you absolutely sure the others made their way back to their respective times?
Marluxia and Larxene are both here in this time, attempting to locate the new 7 hearts. Luxord is also somewhere about in this age, but after our last meeting, he went in search of something per your order. Isn't that so?
Oops.
Huh. Oh, that. Right. Well, let's just say that what he's doing will benefit
What?
us in the long run. But it's really of no importance right this second.
We still didn't hear it.
Go on.
It was
Playing your
muted.
cards close as usual.
What do you mean? But he's a lost
All
master.
right.
Was in
The
here
hearts of
since
Ansem,
ever.
Xemnas, Vanitas, Riku Replica, and young Xehanort returned to where they came from and reassembled once more. Each of them is seeking a guardian of light.
So, the ones who
sorry.
turn human and then back again into nobodies are me, you, Luxord, Marluxia, and Larxene. That's 5. The ones from the past transferred into replicas are Ansem, Xemnas, Vanitas, Riku Replica, and the old man's younger self. Then we add the old man in. The total comes up to
I'm not sure, dude. Nothing
11.
is actively
I think we're still missing 2.
synchronized on Dark Road.
Now we must discuss.
We do not
Why?
know the name of the master. If that's like the gist of
My
it.
incarnations from past times, vessels
Sorry.
into which I transferred my heart, my essence, were destroyed. Thus I was restored to what you see now.
You know what?
For one to
Do you
completely
think so?
disappear,
I think he looks
their
really
heart
stupid.
and body
With
must
this
be
hula thing.
restored to their original form. That is
What
one
the fuck
reason
is that
why
hula
I
thing around
distributed
his-
my heart into several vessels.
His hips.
Ansem and Xemnas originated from Terra, or rather his young form, and it too was restored. However, my heart has returned to me, while his is yet lost.
Is it lost still?
I decided to fill this hollow vessel with my heart. Indeed, the very same heart that previously resided within young Terra.
So that makes 12. Then, who do we get to replace the kid?
20 replicas were created by Vexen. The first 12 were nothing more than puppets, barely human. The prototype model was the Riku replica, and then number I was made. That leaves us with 6. Ansem, Xemnas, Vanitas, Riku replica, and young Xehanort's hearts. 5 vessels, 1 left. Vexen and Demyx are candidates, but backups at best. The plan for the last replica is to give it a heart that is connected to Sora's.
Connected to Sora? Anyone in mind?
The second prototype that was created, number I. Though erased from memory, it remained in Vexen's records. Its existence is greatly linked to Sora's memories, and thus should prove to be more than adequate for our needs.
Number I. An imaginary number. How fitting.
While young Xehanort is occupied with transferring hearts, I must go fulfill my duty. I will go and retrieve Vexen.
Reliable as always. It sounds to me like you've got everything dependably under control. Well, I'm off to do my part.
What do you mean he's an original?
The plan, as we agreed upon.
May your heart be your guiding key.
I forgot that this is more of a movie than you play something.
Huh? This is... Oh.
Look, it's Dorothy again.
Chirithy!
Back so soon? What's wrong?
Well...
I like how you're naming it Cap God. It truly
Even
isn't.
with the power of waking, you can't just bring someone back.
But Kyrie's heart hasn't been lost yet. She's still with us, right?
Maybe, but this time, I'm afraid the situation is a lot worse.
Hey, I've already restored 6 hearts. What's one more?
But that's not how it's supposed to work at all. The power of waking is meant to be used to wake and restore sleeping hearts, not to restore them after they've completely faded away from existence. You've done that 6 times before, and as a result, you've managed to greatly alter the course of history itself. You've broken a nature taboo.
Nature...
A forbidden act. Break a taboo of nature, and you'll end up paying an extraordinary price.
Oh. I've heard that before. So, what's the price?
You'll lose your powers. You won't be able to use the power of waking.
That's all? No problem.
But that's not all. You yourself will vanish from this world. And without your powers, you can't return to the world you came from.
I don't care.
What?
There's a lot I don't understand. But I know that this is all I can do right now. I have to do everything I can to get Kyrie back. That's the whole reason behind my journey.
I can't stop you, can I?
Charity is like, "Ugh, whatever, you dumb little kid."
Nope, I have to follow my heart.
Well, then this really is goodbye. So listen carefully to me. You'll return to the past again, but you won't be able to rewrite it this time. No matter what happens, you have to accept it and move on.
Yay. Does the cat have a plan? I'm not sure. Give me Ultima. Can you give me Ultima? There we go. He's not gonna return at all. That's the thing. Guess I'm ready to close the menu.
Is everybody okay?
The heart
I remember that I have to go through that whole labyrinth
It
again.
already existed during that time. It went back into that past earlier.
No, it's not.
Nothing can
Chris,
change that fact.
no. It is literally
The
just
place where
a
you
cat.
return is the tear in the fabric of time that was created when
You have to play the
changed your
mobile game to
destiny
know what the cat
and
is.
changed it once again. In order to not stray too far from the true power of waking, you'll enter and pass through the hearts of the Guardians until you reach Kyrie's heart. Every emotion that each of the Guardians felt, sadness, anxiety,
that you're not him.
fear, kindness,
Now let our friend
everything they saw, and everything that they felt then. You'll clear a way through it, traverse across their hearts, and dive ever deeper inside. I can't be sure what's waiting for you at the end, or what you'll actually be able to do. But by following the connection of hearts, you'll come to discover a greater truth. One that's sure to help you.
One of you will be torn heart from body.
But in this flow of time in the past, you'll only have up until the moment you left for this place.
Sure, Chris, sure.
So you'll have to find and restore Kairi's heart before then. That's all the advice I can give you. Beyond that, I can only say,
may your heart be your guiding key.
Be your guiding key.
This is Ven's heart.
Doom. Again, we just released it from the prison of our heart.
Ven!
No, leave him be.
What?
He's too pure, and a pure heart can be most careless.
Who are you?
Darkness.
Darkness? Vanitas?
Vanitas does not equal darkness, though. I forgot about this fight. I'll be honest. What? Wait, why? Why? What? Why is it not my Ultima? Why is it not my Ultima? I equipped my Ultima, didn't I? Wait, I can't... Somehow I can't switch Keyblades, I know that. I need to check why it's not Ultima.